Scrum is a simple framework to boost productivity and deliver products that will delight your customers. It does this by breaking the complex into smaller component parts. Teams then focus on tackling one piece at a time. After each incremental step, the team reevaluates what direction the product should take and what process is most efficient to accomplish that. Scrum allows you and your team to inspect and adapt your product, process, and plans more quickly. An easy way to remember all the key elements of Scrum is this: 3, 5, 3. The first 3 represents the 3 accountabilities, or roles if you like, in Scrum: the product owner, Scrum Master, and the team. There are 5 meetings that we call events, and 3 artifacts which are produced in or help guide these events. Each of the 3 artifacts has a corresponding commitment that enhances focus, transparency, and accountability. Here's how it works. All good products start with a goal and a vision of how to get there. That's what the product owner does in Scrum. They own the what, as in what the Scrum team is going to make. Based on conversations with customers and stakeholders, the product owner creates a prioritized wish list of all the things which need to be done in order to finish the product. This is called the product backlog. Then, the Scrum team, comprised of the product owner, Scrum Master, and developers, take a look at the product backlog during sprint planning, the first event in Scrum. This is when those that do the work collaborate to pull in the highest priority backlog items they believe they can finish in a set period of time, known as a sprint. This shorter to-do list is called the sprint backlog and is made up of product backlog items that, together, achieve the sprint goal. Once that's ready, work towards the sprint goal can begin. Sprints are the heartbeat of Scrum. Each sprint lasts from 1 to 4 weeks. They're short by design. A sprint should be just long enough to allow the Scrum team to produce a meaningful working piece of the product that could be released to customers. We call this an increment. But sprints should still be short enough that the Scrum team can change course if needed based on customer or stakeholder feedback. Throughout the sprint, the Scrum Master coaches the Scrum team on Scrum. They also facilitate the events and support the Scrum team as needed. Every workday, the Scrum team gathers for the Daily Scrum. This event should take no more than 15 minutes. The purpose of the Daily Scrum is to track progress towards the sprint goal, replan the sprint as needed, and to identify the things that are making it harder to achieve the sprint goal or are generally slowing the Scrum team down. Then, at the end of the sprint, you have the sprint review. At this event, the product owner makes sure the right stakeholders or customers are there to see the increment demonstrated and give their feedback. The final event in Scrum is the sprint retrospective. This is where the Scrum team looks back on the sprint as a whole with a specific focus on process and agree on trying something in the next sprint that may boost productivity or make the process work better. And that's it, the basic 3-5-3 structure of Scrum.